In this class, you are required to use both Inventor and SolidWorks because many companies use them as their main CAD programs. Knowing both will increase your chance for employment. These two programs are very similar. Once you know one, you should be able to adopt the other one very quickly. In this video, I'm going to show you the main difference between the two programs. Here is a comparison between the SolidWorks and Inventor. If you recall, there are four main file types in Inventor: parts, assembly, drawing, and presentation. In SolidWorks, however, you only have three. You have the same one: parts, assembly, drawing. They do not have presentation. What they did was they put the presentation inside the assembly. So if you have to create exploded view, you will need to do that within the assembly. Now let me show you the parts environment. Now here's the parts environment. They have the same origin. So they have these three default planes, and the origin, they do not have the axis. This is the sketch. You create a sketch in here. So if I want to create a sketch, I can click on the plane and click sketch. Now this is my sketch plane. So I can do the sketch in here. Inventor, they do not have the view cube. So if you change your orientation, there are a couple of ways to do it. You can change it you can change your view in here using these icons, or using the normal. The normal means that if I click on the front view, I will look at the front view. If I click on this top view, I will look at the top view. So having it in here will help you to navigate your view. Now, once I create my sketch, say I'm going to create the sketch like this. Now, in order to fully constrain the sketch, you have to do similar things like Inventor. In here, in SolidWorks, they do not call that constraints. They call it relation. So dimensions, relations in here in SolidWorks, constraint and dimension in Inventor. Now, let me do that fully constrain this circle first. So I'm going to grab this point to the center point. So now the center point is locked. You can see this relation added, coincident. I am going to put a dimension there, say 2.5 inch. You can see the color has changed. This means this is fully constrained. If I want to add more relations in here, so I'm going to exit my dimension commands, press escape. I'm going to click on this line. If I click on this line, this panel is shown. So it tells you, oh, do you want to make this line vertical, horizontal? If you click on the circle, it will show you what is already on it. So if you want to have a tangent on here between the line and circle, you will need to use the control key, hold the control key, click the line and click the circle at the same time. Then this means both are selected. Now you can add the tangent. Control key is used a lot in SolidWorks. So a lot of time you have to use the control key to select multiple faces, multiple lines and circles. Now, once I click on here, that means I apply a tangent constraint. Now, once I click anywhere outside the lines and circle, that panel disappeared. If you want to see what you have done, this is the relationship chart that shows you what is on the sketch. These are the three constraints. Actually, two constraints and one dimension. This one, and that one. You can look at the problems one. You can look at the what is dangling and what is over-defining, meaning there's a conflict. But this doesn't happen if you do your sketch correctly. If you have an extra dimension or extra constraint, you will get these kind of problems. But if you do it right, you don't see them. Now, you can also click on Add Relation. So once you have this is the permanent panel, just like when you click on the line and circle. It will be the same thing. So you can do that in here. either way. And then you can click on the line and then also hold the control key, click on the circle. Now you can apply a constraint. So you can switch between these two. You can do that in here or in here. So once you have that, I'm going to trim the extra lines so that I can do the extrusion quickly. And I probably will do, let me make it equal. So I click on this line. So again, this is shown. Now this line is, I just don't need the line by itself. I need both lines. So I have to hold the control key, click on here, and make it equal. Now just keep in mind the relationship in here and in Inventor. Inventor show all the relationship that you can use. SolidWorks only show the relationship that is available for this particular element to be used. So sometimes you just don't see the stuff that you want to use. This means that they are not there for you. You are maybe missing another element. So say if you're clicking on the line and circle, you want to make it tangent, you cannot just select one. You have to select both. So these are the a minor difference between Inventor and SolidWorks. So once I have to make it equal, I can put a dimension in there. Actually, I'm going to make this and that horizontal. So I'm going to click on this point. Okay, I'm going to hold the control key, click on that point, horizontal, and then I can make an angle. So 45 degrees. Now it is done. So after I exit this sketch, I can do extrude. So here is the extrude or other features that you can use. So I'm going to use extrude for now. I can select the sketch that I want and assign a number just like it is in Inventor, and OK. So I can create my first 3D object. So parts in SolidWorks and Inventor, they are very, very similar. Just the icons, they are in here, they are in here instead of all in the ribbon. So, but also you can change it. You can move them into different way that you want, depending on how comfortable you are in these icons. So you can put it on the toolbars in here, here, or on the top. So these are the main difference in parts. And we will talk about more about assembly and the drawing view as well as the exploder view in the next videos.